Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 13 of this house build. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to model the side street, and then we also have added all the stairs with lights on it. Now we're gonna continue working on this by going to south elevation, and we're going to create another model in place, generic model. Press OK, and then we need to set it, pick a plane, and we're going to select this plane. We might create a bigger, so we're gonna do an extrusion. We're gonna do maybe a thicker one, a thicker extrusion. So I'm going to select, I'm going to put it at 300, maybe 500 is a good fit for this. And then here, because we have, I think 500 is perfect. And then here we're going to add a bit more, or let's just use pick line. And then trim and extend. Then I'm just going to delete this, trim and extend here, and then over here. We could make this one as well 500 to be consistent. And then click finish. I want to change this to something black, so I'm going to do iron ductile and then duplicate that. I know this is a metal, but we're gonna change it up later in Twinmotion. And then now here we could align it into here. We could delete this now. And then align it AAL, align it from here. And then let's fix this one right here. Obviously we need to extend it a little bit, something like that. I want to pull it up, something like this. And then in terms of the mullion, we're gonna use something small, so 300. And then grid line, I'm gonna use it at the top portion only. That looks good right there. Go back to south elevation, and let's do the same thing onto this side. And then don't worry, we're going to add our model right there. So I'm going to extrude this one a little bit more, something like that. And maybe extend this one all the way here. AL, then there we go. So that looks good there. And then we're going to do another one on the other side. So I'm going to do a model in place, and then generic model. This one I wanted gypsum wallboard, so same as what we have. Extrusion first, pick a plane, select this wall right here, and then we're going to create an extrusion. and we're going to put it all the way here. Let's do 500, similar to what we did earlier, and then 500 here as well. I'm going to move it all the way here. Then just align this one here. So we're good on that side. I'm just deleting this, and then we have here. I think we need to move it all the way there, and gypsum moldboard right here. Click finish first. So let's trim this first before we finish everything. I want to see how it looks and what's the issue we have here, because it's not all the way. So I'm going to create this first, the one in the front, AL, and then AL, so something like that. I don't like the look here, so maybe I'm going to extend it on the other side. So now that it's flat, we could create the model now, similar to what we did here. So everything is flat. Go to south, edit this one. I just want to be consistent. 500, and then once we have the 500, we could just move everything else. Like for example, this glass right here, let's move it here. And then here we have the glass, and then add the mullion only on the top portion. So you can see that looks good right there. And then now we need to add a bit more. So right here, edit in place, and then south elevation. So now we could do big, and then we have still the gypsum wallboard. We could align all of this one. In terms right here, we don't need to be exact anymore because it's much better to have everything filled. I might have this one to be the same height so that everything looks good. So trim and extend, and then trim and extend here. Clean this up, and then trim and extend as well here. That looks good. Click finish, and then we could have this one a bit more. I think that's perfect enough. So that's like extrusion and 500 as well. So we have that. We still have space to go here. I'm just gonna click finish for now. we have enough space. $550. Let's do 550 extrusion. So that looks good there. I want to add some lights going around. I want to wrap this around here. So what I'm gonna do is maybe I'll just have something here, the same extrusion. So I'm just going to align it here. And then go to south elevation to see it properly. Edit, create an extrusion, pick a plane, and we're gonna select this one. And then align it. There we go. I'm actually going to pull it because I want to add this part here. There we go. So that's much better. So like that, and then I'm just going to add an extrusion at the top, set, pick a plane, and then select here. Then I'm just going to have an extrusion from the top here. AL. And then here it's just 5. Make it 10. And then here as well, so click finish on that. Here as well, edit, create an extrusion. We need to know the material first, and then create an extrusion, set, pick a plane, sorry, and then select this one first. And then here, and so that looks good right there. I'm happy with the look. And then what we can do is create something similar like this in here at the top here. So let's do is select this one, edit in place. We could void sweep, pick path, and we're going to select this path right here, something like that. In terms on here, we could just move it until this part right here. Once you're done, click finish, go back here, edit profile, and then click rectangle, and I'm just going to estimate something going right here. I'm gonna do 25 and then 25 again. And then maybe a little bit on this side. Click finish and then finish and then cut geometry. And as you can see, it goes around. Now we have the task of adding the paint. Make sure to select the one at the top there. There. Select that one there. And there. I think that's good enough there. So we can click finish and then finish again. So we have that light there that is already added. So I'm happy with the location there. And then I'm planning to add the same thing here. So CS, let's go to south elevation, or actually maybe west elevation. Let's change this one to hidden line. Select this one, edit in place, select, and then create an extrusion, pick a plane. I'm going to select this plane right here, and then we're gonna do the same thing. I'm going to do 200 only here, but around at least 500 if that permits. So if it's not, we could do a little bit more. After that, trim and extend to clean up, and then delete this and then click finish. We could delete this part now that we created before. We could just edit boundary and then pull it back. And then click finish. And then we need to extrude this. And then obviously we're going to add the same thing as we added here. forget the mullion. Just add it, and then on the grid line right there. And then if we go to south elevation, I want to extend this, but not sure if we can. So I think, unfortunately, it's something that we cannot extend beyond the wall, so that's fine. It's not visible, and it's still looking good, so no worries on that. So we're gonna stop here for now and continue on the next video. Thank you for watching, and I hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.